Can you hear me now? I've also got Eric on. No? My audio? Is it not? I swear this microphone was working. I can
Did you
see.
say something?
Yeah. No, is my audio really that bad?
There it is. There it is. Really loud.
Oh, really loud? How about now?
It's okay. I can hear you. I'll turn off the music here.
Is it like there's no in between? Either I'm really soft or I'm really loud?
Yeah.
My god.
I'll just turn off the music here a little better.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Ruining your jam. Oh my god. You want to see the crack in my microphone? I don't know if you can see it, but this bar is cracked in half. I'm just like tenderly holding it.
No, I can't really.
Oh, well, it's gray. But like, it's cracked. Like, I can fit my fingernail in this crack right here and like pry the top half apart.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I won't. But I'm just saying, like, I was inspecting it for damage and I was like, whoo, I lucked out there. And then I saw this crack and I'm like, damn it. It's going, like, it's like so close to breaking in half. Anyway. So, on the stream here, I'm going to. We are live, by the way, on Watch Me Work.
Hey, watch me work. How's it going?
I'm going to finish this ink in this dinosaur tea party, or I am going to bust one of the two.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm going to work on a piece of fan art for my little sister. It's her
Okay.
birthday today.
It is.
Mm-hmm. She is 24.
Uh-huh.
And she wants a piece of Justice League fan art with all 7 of the Justice League core members doing
Oh.
stuff. So I think there are only going to be 2 streams today. One working on
Yeah.
this, and one working on that.
I can already see what's gonna take time.
Yeah. She's fine with just getting like not like sketch, but like you know what I mean, like how I did the
Line work.
Wolverine at the end without the shading. She's fine
Just
with
fine.
getting that, yeah. But all right, let me find my stuff here. Open, and I have but 2 sips of coffee in me.
Mm-hmm. Start the IB.
Exactly. I need a drip.
Yep.
What time did you get up this morning?
Uh, 8:30.
You went to bed at 2 and you got up at 8:30.
No, I got to bed around 4.
Oh my God! You stayed on the game that long.
No, 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 no. Close the game. Um, no, I was so fucking tired for so long, and when I was going to bed, I couldn't sleep, of course.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, it's happened to me a couple times. You're just so exhausted that your body won't rest.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most annoying thing in the freaking world.
I think so.
So you actually went to sleep at 4. I don't know. I felt dead this morning. I rolled over and
Yeah.
I had been hitting snooze. Well, first of all, I forgot that I'd moved my freaking. Okay, you're gonna laugh at me. I forgot that I'd moved my power strip from my bedroom to the over here so I could plug in all my electronics. So I plugged my phone into my phone charger last night. My phone
Yeah.
charger was just sitting on the floor when I woke up this morning. It wasn't
Not.
plugged into anything.
Yeah.
So I had 1% when I rolled over, and like I hit snooze, I'd hit snooze, I hit snooze, and then when I was like, okay, it's gonna be like, it's gonna ring at like 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna get up. It never fucking went off, and then I saw like sunlight peeking in through the curtains. I was like, what the fuck? And I rolled over, and my phone was dead. I had no idea what time it was. So I got the fuck up, and it's 7 o'clock. I just wanted to throw myself out the window. It's like, oh my god.
No. But you needed the sleep. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I need to not stay up anymore. I'm sorry, Matt. You either got to start these games earlier or yeah. And then yesterday I was supposed to go in on two people's live streams and I
Hmm.
totally forgot because I was sitting here chilling with you two. I totally forgot about that shit. And now I feel like the worst person ever.
It's really starting to take a toll on life.
Exactly.
That's not the point of this at
Live
all.
streaming, exactly.
Yeah. Now I found a couple of streamers yesterday that was kind of interesting, but not really. Um, but this morning I found a Russian dude doing some painting on Photoshop
Mhm.
of some fan art from a video game. I forgot which one. Doesn't matter. But after muting his audio, of course, um, I just got so mesmerized by his work. Fuck, he's amazing.
Was his audio really that bad or was he like babbling?
He's Russian.
What does that mean?
It means he speaks Russian. I
Oh,
don't.
oh. I don't know. I think it's cool to just listen to people babble in other languages. Well, it's not babbling, I'm sure, to them, but it sounds like babbling to me.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know.
I think it's
But,
because I watch a lot of subtitled, like, TV.
mm, yeah, that's the problem. There was no subtitles.
Point taken.
Yeah. So that's basically what I spent my morning doing and talking to Matt, of course, before he went to bed.
Oh, Matt was still awake. Of course he was. What am I saying?
Yeah. They've been playing a new game. What did he call it? Hang on. Uh, After they finished the Cards of Humanity,
Mm-hmm.
they went over and started to play Town of Salem. I have no idea what it is.
Me neither. I live near the town of Salem, and I don't want to know what that game is.
But
Like,
it sounded like some sort of the way he explained it was like turn by turn um, strategy something. I don't know. I was confused. And of course he wants us to play.
nope. I can't play Matt's video games anymore unless he's gonna start them at a reasonable hour.
Nope.
And even then, I think it's like interrupting my live streaming a
Yeah,
lot.
it
So if
is.
I'm not working on a project, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not like I don't want to make friends and hang out and stuff. It's just I'm doing this for a reason. I'm trying to get better, I'm trying to get projects accomplished, and
Yeah.
not doing that when I'm playing video games.
The video games is okay once a week. I mean, you setting off like Friday or Saturday or something like this, a couple of hours. That's fine. But playing the video games every single fucking day, don't, nah, that's not gonna happen. Not for me, at
Exactly.
least.
Sorry, Matt. Hopefully, when I get him this present, he will take up more arts and less video gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta, as a matter of fact, see how much it would be to. I think there's a flat rate box I can use. Like you can go and like pick up this box and then whatever you can fit inside it without deforming the box is like one flat rate.
Yeah, that's the same here. Within Norway, of course, there's a flat rate for the packages. You only pay for the weight. If it's over a certain amount of weight, then you pay some extra.
Yeah, I'm sure they would charge me if it was like filled with rocks or something, but it should be relatively light.
Hmm.
like this whole space is like destroyed, and it makes me feel, I don't know, like I can't work in mess. You know what I mean? Like I have to have like a
Yeah, I saw the
clean.
pictures. It's
Oh my god.
that's not a productive space.
Uh-uh. So I tried to like tidy up a little bit because I felt so confoozled this morning.
Hmm.
It's a tiny bit better, but I still need to like get this straight. But I can't until if I sent you the rest of the pictures, like of all the other stuff that's going on here, you would probably like, your eyes would like explode because so much mess. Like there's one, two, yeah, there's four game consoles that need to be moved, and like over 100 video games, and DVDs, and all these like small miscellaneous electronics. And my dad, like, repairs computers and builds computers and stuff like that. So
In your house?
yeah,
Say
like,
no more.
so you've seen a computer repair shop mess. That
Say
is,
no more.
mm-hmm. And it was like he had stripped, like when we switched over to laptops, he had stripped all of these computers and just put all the parts in boxes, and then like slowly, you know how electronics like to migrate. You know what I mean? They migrated, and they were everywhere. And so he was trying to sort them and build computers last night so that we could sell whole computers rather than parts.
Yeah.
It's a fucking mess in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It's,
Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. It's agreeing with you. Oh, I can't talk.
How much coffee have you had?
I'm working on my second pot, my
Second.
fifth cup or something.
How many cups fit in there? In your
How
little
many?
Augie thing?
4, 5, 6? I don't
Until I'm not sleepy, that's how much fits in there.
know. No, it's not big enough.
We gotta get you one of them workman thermoses.
I have 3.
You have 3?
Mm. The problem is that they don't stay warm. The coffee doesn't stay warm.
Like, hold on. I know I'm supposed to be streaming, but I want to send you a picture of this thermos that a friend of mine had. Um, yep, it's this one. I'm gonna drop this into the Skype chat.
Hmm.
It's not this one in particular because I know he was Cuban and he wouldn't spend $400 on a thermos. Not if you like, not if it was crusted with gold. But it was that, like, it looked like that, but it was like giant. Like it was like the size of my torso. You know what I mean? Like it was tall. That's the type you need. Like, I don't know. Uh,
35 ounces. That's 1 point.
that one in particular. It looks kind of small to me because his was like, if it was sitting on my desk right here, it would have
Hmm.
been like, I can't really see that, but
Yeah.
maybe it's like a foot and a half tall.
I actually used to have one of these. Not that big, of course, but I used to have one of those for whenever we went out camping and needed a lot of coffee. But I don't know what happened to it. I think it dropped down a ravine or something. I don't know.
Camping accident happened to it. Nature ate it.
It did. Um, it did. Yeah,
I,
I can't remember, but it got wasted during camping, hiking.
hmm. Um, do you ever like camp during the winter, or do you only camp during the summer months?
We camp. Uh, it depends. If you're in tents, usually just in summer. People with caravans and stuff like this, they camp all year round. It's very popular to go in the mountain and go skiing and stuff in the Easter. Now this next week. Well, not this week. Easter starts tomorrow.
I don't know. I just know
It's
when the
cute.
candy arrives.
Yeah. The problem is all the stores close during Easter, so tomorrow is the last
What?
for shopping before Easter. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sorry that
All
face, but
all the stores are closed for a week.
you guys like observe more Christian stuff than we do. Like, and I live on the Bible Belt, as it's called.
No, but that's how the stores have been for a while because, well, as long as I can remember, no stores has ever been open on Sunday. Um, Everything closes religiously on the minute it says it's gonna close.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you'll never find a guy staying at work 5 minutes later than he has to.
Really?
Yeah.
They'd get their
That's,
feelings hurt coming up over here. Your
that's
manager's
kind
gonna
of,
ask you. Go ahead.
that's, huh? Sorry.
No, no, I want to hear what you're saying.
No, that's been like the work ethic of Norway for a while, and it's fucking me off, pissing me off, because my work ethic has been shaped by traveling, doing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
being places.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like throw out a stereotype, but I know it ain't that way in Brazil. Hispanic people work till the shit's done. You know what I mean? Like 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it takes.
Hmm.
And down here in the South, like you get fired in a heartbeat. Or, I mean, it wouldn't be you would fired. It would be like they would just stop scheduling you slowly. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? If
Yeah.
it turned out you were unreliable because you wouldn't stay late. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
that's how they grade you. I mean, I was a manager like before my accident,
Hmm.
and uh, I was the bridal consultant and customer service manager.
Yep.
Yeah, and like I saw it from the other side rather than like being a associate for so long. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And yeah, like it's just like they give us such an unreasonable workload to accomplish within the business hours that you have to be able to rely on your workers to stay late to get it done. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And if your
Yeah.
workers are like, nah, I gotta go to the movies, or I'm supposed to be out rollerblading, or whatever, you know, because we had a lot of kids that worked for us.
Hmm.
Then you know which ones are going to get hours, and then they come to you all sad faced, like, well, I need some more hours because I want to go this place during the summer. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, you should have thought of that during the busy season. I'm sorry. You wanted to
Hmm.
go off and have a Christmas party. We needed you here. This program is being hateful on this lock portion right here. I think I'm going to have to erase it when I get into Photoshop because it won't let me delete those lines that are in between this. Anyways,
I think it's because you divided the line, make
yeah,
it thick before you started trying to delete it.
I agree. I was just thinking that.
If you delete the line and make a new one,
Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, that would probably actually not even be that much trouble. I should absolutely do
yeah,
that. Let me see.
just square.
Yeah. Good thinking, Eric. You've had more coffee than me. That's what I blame it on.
Yeah.
But no, you have a really good eye for art. I've noticed that. Like you claim not to have a lot of technical skills, but
I don't. I really don't. I don't have any formal education. I don't have any experience. I find it easy to
quantify
form shapes.
to what?
To form shapes.
Oh, to form shapes.
I find it easy to I wouldn't say copy, but um,
To trace or to copy?
yeah, copy, not trace. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. It's just because me and Matt, like, kind of, you were there when we had that conversation, and Matt's more of a tracer, and I'm more of a copier, which is
Yeah.
interesting because I'm an animator, and animation is like 80% tracing
Mm.
and and almost no copying. And designing is supposed to be more copying than tracing. So I just thought that was an interesting little difference.
It
Um,
is.
but yeah, you have a really good eye. I think maybe it plays into like your photography, to tell you the truth. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, you've studied shapes and composition for so long that it's like you have all of these drawing mental analytical skills. You just haven't like worked on the technical application for them yet.
Yeah. No, I mean I've been doing photography for so long, and all the quote unquote rules
Mm-hmm.
that exists in photography, I learned by studying, um, well, YouTube basically,
Yeah.
and getting feedback with comments for my pictures and stuff like this. And I think those rules still apply for me in drawing as well.
Yeah. My mom is actually making that transition. She's been a photographer for most of my life, and she's starting to learn how to draw and stuff like that to help her composition in her photography. Not because she wants to be an artist, like her aspirations in art, if she were to be a drawing artist, would be photorealism stuff. So you might as well just take a picture, in my opinion. But that's why nobody asked me. But
Hmm.
yeah, so I absolutely agree. Hmm. I'm gonna come over here and mess with these fireplace curtains again, and
Not again.
I am. I did not finish messing with them the other day because I got frustrated with them. So this is happening right
Hmm.
now because the angles are wrong, and a part of me is like I might as well just draw them in Photoshop, but I don't know. Then the line qualities won't match. You know. I think I just jacked that up. Let me look here. I think I might have to draw that piece over. Mm.
It sucks. I can't comment while you work because it's like 40 seconds late.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I don't even know what I was doing right there. So weird looking. This little point here. I struggle with fabric, but I love the look of fabric in
Mm.
drawings. So
Yeah,
it's
I can
so
tell.
challenging.
Not that you struggle, but you enjoy working with
Um, I don't know. I like fancy medieval stuff. You know what I mean?
it. Hmm.
And or
Like
Victorian or Edwardian, whatever. What were you saying?
you and your Vikings.
Yes. No. I wish I would say I was a history buff, but I only like some history. I don't like all history. You know,
Yeah.
like American history is boring.
You would have to be schizophrenic to learn to like all the history.
I mean, you can find interest, I guess, in everything. You can find something to be interested. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. But just what naturally makes me interested is stuff that people like to hide under the covers. You know what I mean? Like they want to like dust it under the rug. Like, oh, maybe that didn't
Mm, yeah.
happen. That's
Hmm.
the secret history that I love.
Yep.
Like I was, I cruise around, not really sure where I read some of this stuff. I don't know if it's Facebook or what, but China likes to dust a lot of their history under the rug, and I think that's fascinating because they have such a long, well documented history. It's like amazing to me that they have that many educated people and they can still claim ignorance to a lot of stuff that they did.
Oh yeah.
Japan is like denying publicly or officially that they attacked Pearl Harbor, and so they want to say that Hiroshima was an unprecedented attack from America.
Hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. That's like borderline with the denying of the Holocaust.
Yeah. I wouldn't take that too seriously.
It's just that I don't understand how you could. You know what I mean? Like in today's age with the internet, I don't understand how you could even try. I mean, um, I think like I'm a conspiracy theorist,
Mm.
and now they call conspiracy theories reaching. You're reaching for stuff, right?
Ah,
Yeah. So it's just like when certain things happen in the news, like I see like a feedback on the comedy sort of circuit. You know what I mean?
yep.
So on Mimi Droid, um, I don't know if you go to Mimi Center or Mimi Droid.
Hmm?
Do you go to Mimi Center or Mimi Droid? Or I guess it's meme. I'm sorry. Do you not go to either? You say Me Gusta, and that's like a meme. So I thought you went to Mimi Droid a lot. You know
It's
what I'm
just
talking about?
Spanish, right?
Let me show you Me Gusta.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a meme. And if you have never been to this site, I'm about to ruin your life and take all of your free time. Oh, there's a problem with the internet. Hold on, when we try to get the internet back. That's a meme. Didn't realize that was running at the same time. That might have been it. That might have been it. Okay. Here, I'm gonna hang up and just try to call him back. There we go. Whoa! Is that busy signal? Oh, okay, there you go. Hello.
What did you send me, virus?
Sorry. It's not a virus, I promise. It felt like it for a second, though.
The for print product, blah blah blah. Oh, that's the. Okay, okay, okay. No, my computer just completely froze and everything closed down.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It might have been something I sent you. I doubt it, but I'm willing to take the blame.
Meme center?
Yeah, that's the website that might ruin your life, depending on how crass your sense of humor is. It's not for sophisticated humor, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I could see that in the first three pictures, but
But it's like random images. It's like the Vine of still life. Um,
okay, okay, okay.
let's see, I like that drapery a little bit more. I think I need to curve it, and then I think I'm going to just do it in Photoshop. But did you see the Migusta face I sent you?
Let's see.
It was right before I sent you Mimi Center. And everybody hates it when I say Mimi Center. It's Meme Center, apparently, but oh well.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, I know this
So, yeah, I
one.
thought that's why I thought you like what a meme center is because you said Migusta.
Yeah, no, I never saw that site,
Sorry.
and I'm not going back.
I don't blame you. It's not for sophisticated folk.
It's not for everyone.
Nope. Um yeah. I don't know. I could spend hours on it. Like and get to vote. Like is this dumb or is this funny? And I do a lot of down voting. Haha. So anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like trying to see if it which would look better. As far as line quality, would it be better if I just colored it in Photoshop, or would it be better if I like fixed the line art to make it thicker and more cartoony?
For the drapes,
Yeah, for all the drapery in the room. I'm trying to make that decision. Which one looks
keep
better?
the drapes as light as possible.
over here.
The ones on the right you can keep as is because it's packed with books and it's gonna be more shading over there.
Hmm.
But the left side is kind of open area,
Hmm.
so it's gonna be lighter. You need lighter line art.
Excellent.
I think at
Blazes
least.
me. Hey,
I,
you have really good opinions about this sort of stuff. Um, yeah, I think it's just literally all you have to do is practice, and you would get really good really fast because
I
you
hope
have.
so. I'm really gonna spend some time now with the Wacom tablet when I get it. Um, both in the GIF animation studio and the Illustrator.
Yeah, I could download the Photoshop animation thing, but I'm not sure how much better it is than doing it in Photoshop. Probably 100 times better, but I haven't done any tutorials or anything like that. Um,
No.
so I don't know. I gotta.
No, I saw this one guy drawing a skull in this animation studio from Photoshop,
Mhm.
and it looks exactly the same.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Hmm. Maybe it'd be better to just
just has
Google
more.
what. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, 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 no. Go. I want to hear you say. It has more what?
No, it just has more features than the one you're using. That's all. So it's gonna take even longer to learn.
Yeah, but there's I don't know. There's some functions that I noticed that they've removed from the original Photoshop, rather than added in. Then that's probably why the animation studio came about. Because when I was in high school, I did like a little GIF, a little GIF of like somebody like frowning or staring or something like that, and they had this auto keyframing thing. Um, and let's see here. I'm going to save this and get some work on the ceiling. I decided, for the interest of not taking forever to do this image, I'm going to simplify the crown molding. It makes me sad,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's the best idea at this point. But yeah, so they had this auto keyframing thing that would you kind of like draw an in between for you between the two images, and it kind of
Ah,
was like smooth, but it wasn't like lively. It was
hmm.
like a literal translation. Um, so I don't know, and I didn't notice that in the new one. Thailand table. Hmm. I can't find my image. Um, I I noticed it was missing from Photoshop, so I think that's what they put into the other one. Is what I was saying.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Oh my goodness.
What you looking for?
I found it, but I don't want to make my computer crash because it wants to open up too many files at the same time, which it does from time to time. Like when I ask it to close something down in order to open something up, it's just like open both. Okay, I can do that, and then yeah, my computer crashes. And now I'm missing my toolbars. Not that the layers meant anything, but let's see here. Path. My path thing disappeared. There it is. There we go. Yeah, I'm really sad because I wanted this like super fancy crown molding, but it's just
I think it would take too much away from the image itself.
there's a lot going on.
I mean, just the detailing on the walls is crazy for a cartoon like this.
Yeah, and it is like a pretty simplified style.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of style, I think you actually have a bit of style already. Like I don't know if you can immediately see what I'm saying, but once you start like drawing more, I think you'll understand like why I'm saying that. But you have a pretty deep sense of style already.
Okay.
Like it takes people a while to find their style, but I think you already have it. Like your like from your sketches, it looks like your brain interprets shapes different in a very distinct way. You know what I mean? Like, and it
Hmm.
takes people like me and Matt. It takes us a while to go from fundamentals to finding a style. And I think he already has a bit of a style. Um,
Mm,
like Matt's style is very distinct, but that comes from a lot of technical application. And my style is kind of muddled by basic shapes.
okay.
Matt's style is very distinctive.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mom. Um, but and then you might not like draw a lot right now, but I I don't know. It's like in all of your sketches, you still have like your shapes are very distinct and your lines are very distinct to me.
Yeah. No, I work on the lines because I'm trying to work towards getting the lines straighter,
Hmm.
longer, and bolder. Because when I started drawing just for fun, I immediately realized that my lines are too short, stubby, and my work never gets clean enough.
For your own taste.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just finding the confidence to draw the long, clean lines, it's something I'm working towards.
Yeah, me too. 'Cause as you can see by my sketch right here, I don't really draw a lot of clean lines. I still sculpt my lines, as I call it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see here. I'm trying to think. Ceiling. I've only gotten a quarter cup of coffee in me, so my brain is still running on slow mode. Um, yeah, I'm glad I took out the chandelier, and I guess if I wanted to do an entire environment background project, that would be the time to do crowd molding, not when I'm supposed to be featuring a dinosaur tea party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of simplifying some of the shapes in the ceiling too, because these are supposed to be lots of different levels of like this is raised and this is deep and that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might just be like a light fixture and like some very simple edging, which makes me sad, but I think I'll be happier once the image is done and I'll forgive
I think
myself.
it'll work for this image.
I'm excited to see um, your work once you get your tablet and you start
Yeah, yeah.
digitizing stuff.
Me
Um,
too.
do you know what you like? Do you have a project in mind that you want to work on first, or
I wanted to start off by Matt's challenge or dare
yeah,
or homework or whatever you want
yeah,
to call
artistic challenge?
it. And after this, I want to learn how to paint, smudge, and shadow um, in Illustrator.
In Illustrator,
Hmm.
why would you want to paint in
No,
Illustrator?
Photoshop. Sorry,
Oh, okay. I was like, you scared me. I'm like, that's super ambitious. Like, why would
Photoshop.
you
Yeah.
want to use Illustrator? That sounds like torture inspired.
Yeah. No. 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 Photoshop. Mm-mm.
Thinking that's fine. Um, and I actually don't need a lot of line art on the ceiling since I'm not going to be putting in all these great, molding shapes. I can actually just paint in that round edging and like some of this
Yeah.
stuff. Let's see here, and I think I'll just do a half circle. Yeah, I'll do the line art right here. It won't take but a second. Uh, so I've already told you guys that you're gonna get tired of hearing Secret Yasin out of my mouth because I really feel like that he has taught me more than all of my art teachers in
Hmm.
formal education have taught me, except for this guy named Bruno, who's a bit of an asshole, but he was a fantastic artist, and he taught me a lot about figure drawing and understanding shape and form.
Yeah.
Um, he does like Renaissance type. Sorry, the guy named Bruno. You can find
Hmm.
his art on online. He does Renaissance oil painting, and his stuff is fantastic. If you saw it, you would just be like, "Oh my god!" In a million years, I will get this technical skill. Um, for me, it'd be like a billion years before I get that technical skill.
Hmm.
Uh, because his stuff is like photorealistic and it's done in oil painting and it's like amazing. Um, but he's a jerk a little bit, just a little bit. He's not a jerk. Let me take that back because he was actually really nice to me. He's just he knows he's got skills, and so he has that attitude of I know
Okay.
I got skills. You know what I mean? Because this is on a professional website. I will say that. I apologize for that remark. And he has fantastic technical skills, and he was a wonderful teacher, and he did teach me a lot. Um, so, besides him, Secria, like, taught me how to paint, and I did my first, like, texture study with painting. And,
Yep.
like, I'd always thought, like, oh, man, that's what I need to learn. That's what I want to learn to be able to color things, Why can't I
Yeah.
get handles out of this? Give me handles. Um, this is being a Jew. Um, yeah, so I learned how to do it from Secria in like one video. And I was like, oh yeah, I have this skill. It's great. It's awesome. And then I found out I really hated it. Like, I hate the technical side of like sitting there and painting stuff. And I would rather cell shade in a day. Like, I don't even like the way it looks that much. You know what I mean? Like, if you showed me a handful of images and like, some of them are cell shaded and some of them are painted, I would lean towards the ones that are cell shaded because I like saturated colors and clean lines and you know what I mean, like stark shadows
Yep.
and stuff like that. So it's just a personal taste, but his videos will teach you how to do it. And he didn't even like do it as a, oh, I'm gonna teach you guys how to paint tutorial. He did it as a, yeah, you guys want to see my process and how I'm gonna take this piece to completion. And he said something like, a friend of mine asked me how I go from just laying down basic tones and basic lights and basic shadows to getting it to a finished piece look, and I've failed at this circle somehow. Um, this is a very failure circle. I don't know how I managed to do that. I think it's because I'm trying to make it an oval. Anyway, so yeah, and he was just like, yeah, and so it's just like the super simplest thing. I had to pay like $5,000 for this course to find out that all you do to make a painting, to take a painting from basic, lights and darks and highlights is you zoom in and you just blend and zoom in and blend and zoom in and blend. And when he showed you, it's just like, oh my God, that is like the simplest way of explaining it ever. I can do that. And I did, and I didn't like doing it. I don't like painting.
Uh,
It was boring. I just felt like I was sitting there like
mhm.
etching something out of stone. That's how it felt. It's just like that's not
But
what I
that's
want to
exactly
do.
what the process is. You etch.
Um, so it takes somebody with, I think, patience and an eye, and I think he'll be great at it. Um, Not me. I don't have patience, and I don't have an eye for tones like that. I need like stark, clean lines to be able to communicate tone
Hmm.
properly. I think I'll make this one a little bit thicker. Um, you showed me a sketch of like that you'd done when you were 18, right? Of
When I
like
was
this.
eight.
No, you showed me that sketchbook, and or us that sketchbook, and in it
Yeah.
you'd done a strongman at like age 18, not like the
Yeah.
first one, but the second one,
Hmm.
and that's like to me like that was the first popping out of your style from the stuff I
Hmm.
saw. Like you do environments really well. I don't know if that's from your actual environment or from your
Yeah.
eye, because you do have a really good eye. Um, I don't know. What would you attribute that to? Do you think it's like your environment and having been in, surrounded by nature and stuff like that?
It's been the environment and being able to go out in nature and actually experience all the textures and colors and the atmosphere. I think that inspired me at least. Um,
But that muscle guy has like a very, like, I wouldn't call it maybe not finished, but a very developed sense of style in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about or if you even agree, but to me that like it has a very strong stylistic, like line quality to it. Like I really dig it. And I don't know. I saw it also in that caricature sketch you did of Matt yesterday.
yeah.
Um, that same sort of style. I don't know, but
Okay.
I don't know. Through my eye, maybe you'll work away from that style. Maybe you'll work to it. I don't know, but I don't know. Like, yeah, it really strikes me as a style. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. It works for me. Um, it's like my safe zone. It's what I know how to draw.
I mean, you're laughing, but like you see why I draw dinosaurs, right? Because I'm good at it, and you get good at what you practice at. You know what I mean? And like, there's the dude that Matt likes is the partner of Secret Ace, and he likes Bob Meatbag. And Bob Meatbag worked for years and years to get away from his style because he thought that it wasn't finished. He thought it wasn't developed. And then, thousands and thousands of dollars later, and many design jobs later, he goes right back to his style and he develops it, and he finds himself in it. So
Mm,
safe zones aren't always necessarily bad. It's nice to challenge yourself for sure. But if your safe
yeah.
zone starts producing artwork that you like why leave your safe zone? Kim Jung
That's it.
Gi definitely looks like he has a safe zone in doing line art. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he
Yeah.
does stray away from it time to time to color his line art, but mostly he just does really highly detailed line art. In a
Hmm.
semi animation style. Everybody calls me an art snob, so don't listen to me too deeply.
No, but I still find some truth in what you're saying, so I'm just nodding. And I really don't have any arguments against it either because I don't know enough about it. So to me, it makes sense.
I think everybody has like their own approach to like what helps them get better. Uh, like
Hmm.
for me, it's all those charts that I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I improve really quickly when I do stuff like that. But I know that's not the same. I know Matt looks at those charts and he's just like, why would you torture yourself with a school project in your free time? And you know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
for me, it's just like really freeing. Like I have a goal, I have a starting point, I have my freedom to explore. I don't have to stick to it. I have a pathway, and that's just like
Mm.
that is like the least organic way of sketching I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So everybody finds their own way, I think,
Yeah.
eventually. I'm interested. It's like going to watch a baby eagle hatch and then start flying right before my baby eyes.
Hmm?
I said it's going to be like watching a baby eagle hatch and start flying right before my very
Hmm.
eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. No, but I'm serious. Like, if I had a
There's
teacher.
gonna be a lot of flapping.
Flapping is good. Dude, you saw like the 2 or 3 pages that I sent Matt. Yeah, I only got 13 pages out of a whole 100-page sketchbook that are worth showing anybody. You know what I mean? And
That's the same process I have in photography because you may take 2,000 pictures in a day, but only two of them are good.
right, I've seen that. I've seen my mom do that. Like she'll unload her reel, and it's just like 4,000 pictures that she's
Yeah.
taken over like maybe 12 hours, and it's like, oh God, you're gonna fix all those? She's like, no, I'm gonna go through them and I'm gonna sort them into files, and these are junk, and then these are ones I'm actually going to consider playing with in Photoshop, and then out of that she gets like 12 pictures, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, what happened to all the rest of them? She's like, these are all the good ones, and it's like,
Mm,
I don't know if I could do photography because I would just focus on making one good picture after another and I'd never get anything done.
exactly. That's how I start.
Like,
That's how I started at least. I mean, I was a perfectionist from the start and figured that every single picture had to be perfect because that's what you learned when you took um, photos back when you had the film
yeah,
in a camera.
I see that.
But after everything is digital, I mean, you can
It's why
perfectly
stifle
more.
yourself?
Yeah, it's gotten easier.
I took a photography class like when I first got to art school because you had to take it. You know what I mean? You have to take a basic
Mm-hmm.
photography class, which I wish they would have explained why more at the time, um, rather than just you guys will see why it becomes important later. And yeah, you do. Like a year later, you understand why you took the class.
Yeah.
When you start applying those things, and you're like, yeah, you remember that in like photography how they talked about this. Like, oh man, I'm glad I took that class.
Rule of thirds, depth of field, point of interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in my first photography class, I think I took like 100 pictures, right? And only two of them are something I would show other people because the rest of them are just like, is that a statue? Is that a, is that a
Yeah.
taxi cab? Like, why'd you take those pictures? I'm like, I had a point at the time. I promised. Let's see here. And then I think maybe I want to do like I want to do like a glowy sort of look on this guy. So I don't think I'll add like a highlight. I was thinking of adding like a bubble highlight to this light, but I don't want it to be like a sharp glowing object. I want it to be more like an ambiently glowing object, you know? So I don't think I'll put any.
The lamp or?
The lamp up here on the ceiling. Um,
Mm.
I think I want it to be more ambient rather than. And this oval is off, but because it's a magic lamp sort of situation. Uh, it doesn't matter. It's like I thought way too much about it. Just long story short. Hopefully it'll look good. And people will be like, "Yeah, well, you chose a very logical light source so that you could get away with a lot of stuff," and that's not untrue, but it had science behind it. Anyway, I had to fix that circle for sure.
You've seen the lanterns, the old oil lamps,
Hmm.
oil ceiling lamps. That would be cool here.
Oh, like the kind that they would like dip something into, like or not dip, but you know what I mean, like light from the top type
Mhm.
situation.
But it would be a pain to draw.
At this stage, maybe, yeah. Um,
And
and
ink.
then and ink. That's why I got rid of the lamp decoration that was on that wall over there. Like that was like a lamp decoration. And I was like, I don't want to have two light sources when I get to coloring this, so I'm taking it out.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just see. Yeah, my super simple ceiling. I'm very sad about how simple that ceiling is, but it's just got to be that way at this point. Oh well, oh well. I need to get this coffee in my body. I can't think.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot the rug. I wanted a pattern on the rug, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Again, with the simplification, if all the interest is going to be in the
Um,
walls.
I wouldn't put line work at the carpet at all.
Mm,
Just paint it in.
yeah, like a little design or something. Yeah,
Hmm.
I kept my perspective lines in there, so should be cool. Let me see
Yeah.
here. Oh, okay, on you. And let's see, where's my export layers box? It's here. The drawing at 100, export as. Sorry, I'm babbling. You've noticed I do that a lot while I'm thinking.
But it's the only way you're gonna get a reasonable answer.
Go. It's time to export all of this into Photoshop and or save. Oh, cancel. God damn it. Forgot to save it as. Okay, now I can. Yeah, put it all into Photoshop. Ah, I. You guys have the regifting as a word there, like
We have what?
regifting, re gifting.
Like giving away something you got?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people don't take it very well, and others, like some people think it's like super cheap or whatever, to regift things. And it's like I'm really like nervous about sending it to him because it's just not that great. You know what I mean? Like I've had this stuff for a while, and that's why I want to give it to him. But you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know, but
Honestly, I think he's gonna love it. We were talking last night, no, this morning, about his situation, and he's struggling and he wants to get a job, and so honestly, any help he can get, he is gonna love.
I hope you're right. Let's see here. I gotta create a different folder for all of this finished line art. Because I'm like bumbling around looking for everything.
Yeah. I usually create a project folder, and inside the project folder, I create a separate folder for each program that I use, and then subfolders from there.
I do, and then I just don't keep to my own organization is my
Yeah.
ultimate problem. As you can see, I
Mhm.
have all this stuff in there. It's just not.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Which one is a PNG? They're both fine. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
I'll put up this and then export it. It's taking forever. There we go. What are you frowning at? What did you see? Tell me.
No, I'm trying to make out some of the pictures around the file explorer.
Oh, I see.
There was some new ones there. Exciting.
Let's see here. Change background. Yeah. Some of these decisions are making me feel a lot better about this ultimate image because the more I think about it, it's more like composition-wise, detail versus simplification. I have so
Hmm.
much simplification, but I was trying to add in so much detail. And I was just thinking about the drapes, and if I had finished them, I would have had to gone in and like toned down the line on the books, and I love the lines on the books so much,
Yep.
as you can tell, because I spent 3 hours on them.
Yeah.
uh, Wait, did I not cancel? Did I not export that? I love you, Inkscape. You're so cheap. That's all I can say. I love
Hmm.
how cheap you are, Inkscape. You confuse me without even trying. Let's see here. And then... I think it's this one. I just want to make sure I'm getting everything exported in the same dots per inch. So I probably still have images exported that will work, but
Hmm.
yeah. Dinos. Shoo, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. See, like I didn't change anything.
Where does bless you origin from when you sneeze?
Um, the here in the Bible Belt, it's said like there's like a handful of stories where bless you comes from, but I don't know. I believe the southern one's the most. From Texas to pretty much like Virginia, the same story is that they used to think that sneezing was you being possessed by the devil, and
Ah.
so when they or like a demon or a spirit or something, and so they would say bless you because you were trying to force out the demon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's like pretty much the most common one I've heard. I'm sure there's
Makes
like
sense.
some other ones in there. What do you guys say instead of Gesundheit or bless you?
Prosit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, and I exported that into the wrong folder. Gotta go find it now. There it is. Yeah, I try so hard and then I fail anyway. I'm the least professional artist in the
Feels
world.
bad, man.
There it goes. So what is your version of bless you mean?
Ah. Um. I really don't know where it origins, but the story goes that when you sneeze, people thought that your soul is leaving your body. So people would have to bless you to get your soul back.
About the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're some superstitious folk.
Yep.
And now it's just like considered rude, like, oh, screw me and my soul if you don't say, bless you. Like around here, you're looked at as like super rude if you don't say it.
How did you deattach the layer menu?
I just clicked it and dragged it on accident, and that seems to work pretty well.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, you can just pop it out and pop it in, which confused me because there should be a lock this to the side button or something, and I'm sure there is. I just am not gonna go in here and find it until I get all of this ink together. So
Mhm.
that's the background. This is gonna be the dino. Well, yeah, I can't actually make the layer and then import it, so never mind. Import as. Oh, I guess I do. Never mind.
Hmm?
Just like I was thinking about it in GIMP, you know what I mean? And trying to do it in Photoshop, and it doesn't have the same options. So in GIMP, you can import a separate file as a layer, and
Ah,
in Photoshop, you have to create the layer and then open the image separately, copy and paste it. So,
that sucks.
yeah, jumping between programs sucks too, but
Hmm.
hopefully when I get Photoshop, that'll be the program I'm using. So,
Yeah, I got the licensed one.
oh, you bought it?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
expensive as fuck, but
How did you buy the whole suite?
yeah.
Okay. You can install it on more than one machine, so you can put it on both like a work machine and a home machine. And so you know what I mean? So they give you
Yep.
two possible installs or whatever. I think that was pretty nice. What am I on? Dinos? Dinos. Control A. Oh, my squeaking sound? Sorry.
No, it's good. I had a small panic too because I live kind of far out from the city,
Uh huh.
kind of in the forest, and usually during spring we get
Mices?
this miniature mice.
Dwarf mice?
Uh, I don't know the name.
Oh, okay. Dormice, I think, is what some comes to mind, is what I was thinking of. But anyway,
Wait,
go ahead.
yeah. No, and so far this year I found one. Well, killed one. So I thought there was another one.
I'm sorry. Yes, I've been told about my squeaking.
But I've got my traps out.
Yeah, we lived next to a farm for pretty much my whole life, like my parents' house anyway. And anytime it rained, the fields would flood, and then we would get all the mice in the world, and sometimes even a snake or two. And then when they tore down the forest behind our house, it was like for like 6 months, all we saw was like fox, rabbit, gopher, mole. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And because they turned it into houses just recently,
Turn it into.
housing like housing developments. Like
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
they call them McMansions because they're like, you know, they're supposed to look like expensive houses, but they're not expensive houses.
Mhm.
So they have like no backyard. Like we have half an acre in the backyard or something like
Yeah.
that. And then, yeah, and they don't have any yard whatsoever. They have like 20 square feet or something like that, and a fence to keep out, you know, them looking at over here in our poor area.
Hmm.
Anyways, but yeah, it used to be really like a lot of mice and stuff like that. So I think I am going to like my line art looks really fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Yeah, it looks really fuzzy to me.
Where?
I'm just seeing like the difference in quality from the illustration program to Photoshop, and let me see if I can like zoom in and show you. Oh, here we go. See what I'm saying? Like I lost all of my raster, and so now I have like these really fuzzy images. So I think I'm gonna have to do is import them into Illustrator and then export them from Illustrator because all of my crisp lines have turned into this like fuzziness. You see what I'm saying here? I'm gonna let it catch up
Yeah.
because this is like the clearest example right here.
Uh, yeah, okay, I see it. I see it.
Yeah. So, overall though, it doesn't look bad. Just looking at the composition.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad I moved that fireplace over because Lord, I'd be mad if I had hidden all that behind that dinosaur like I originally did.
Hmm.
Um, oh man, I'm just still. I forgot I did these little cakes and things. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't think I could do that. I pulled that off. I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I gotta. I'm gonna save this as just a composition. Underfinished, and then I'm gonna pull my pieces into Illustrator.
I'm gonna have to mute my mic while I'm go to the bathroom real quick.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
I don't actually think I have to do it in this. I think what I have to do is just open up the raster in. I think it will open in Illustrator. Let me see if I can get it to import. I think I did it on accident one time. Let me see here. I'm so excited. I may just get some coloring in today. Illustrator quit unexpectedly. Okay. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize I had all of this up. No, I do not even care about that. Wow. So let's see here. I need to find my the white part there and see how I can expand it because it's going to be awfully big. Layers, transparency. Well, let's just try and do this first. Let's see if I can. Oops. Export this file. Export as. And SVG, AutoCAD, JPEG. What were these in originally? Were these in an SVG? Yeah, these were originally an SVG. Okie dokie. You have fun. I gotta figure out how to get these into the best possible quality. Maybe if I export it as a PNG and import it into Photoshop. So let's import it as PNG and see if we can. Glad I all caps that so I can see it. Let's see here. Aha! Let's try doing it like that. Because the resolution I chose was a whole, or was a half of what I originally had done it. So let's see here. If our background. Skype and then Illustrator and then all these wonderful things going on at the same time. I hope I don't tax my computer too much. There we go. It's a lot of paths. Glad I'm going to compress it. There's a lot going on. Increase the document area and try again. Okay. How do I do that? Maybe my settings? My import settings? Oh no. Hum. What's the size of this image? Let's go take a look. Whoops. I don't know. Let's just do something huge. 2000 by 2000. Name this background import. And then let's see if we can open this. Might be that it was even larger than that. We'll see if we need to do it like maybe 2000 by 3000 as far as scale goes. And if I have to, I will go into Photoshop and see the size, make a custom document instead of just guessing, which is kind of what I did. So we'll see if that was a bad decision. Aha. So file export as a PNG to the Illustrator. The current background, let's just change the name just in case. We're going to put that at medium, transparent. Let that work. We'll get our ceiling in there, and we'll see if we can put them into Photoshop and make it look good. With like good, nice, smooth stuff. And I think with the fabric, what I'll end up doing is just coloring right over all those lines, just use them as guides. Okay, and then open the ceiling, which I remember now that I saved in the wrong file. I silly. Yep, that's it. Trial version countdown. My skin is so dry. I have some candy and stuff over here. Come on, come on. For like 5 pads, it takes this long because it's at 300 dpi. To teach you about working at high resolution. Okay, there we go. And we're going to file export as the not cap ceiling ink. Hello, hello. I hope that did it. Let me see here. Yay! Okay. Out of Illustrator.
Hello.
Hello. Getting out of Illustrator. Oops. Well, I want to get out of Illustrator, but Illustrator doesn't want to let me go. Okay. There we go. Yay, okay. And then let's open this with Photoshop. And let's see if my lines look any better. Which I think they will, because I was exporting from one Adobe product to another, but we'll see.
What?
I'm kind of just babbling my thoughts out loud. Don't worry.
Hey, look, Mom, I'm on TV.
You are on TV. You've been on TV this whole time.
Hmm.
Oh my god. What? What? He's outside. He can wait for a second. I don't know how he knows I can hear him.
Who?
My cat is meowing like it's the end of days outside.
It's funny. I would be able to pick that up on the mic, but no.
pretty sure already that, yeah, it looks a lot better. It just takes a second to load, but it does. It looks a lot better to me. Okay, open. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And I need to tell somebody. Yes, it looks better. Absolutely looks better. To me. And I hope there's no long-term consequences for my microphone.
Yeah.
Cause my OBS thing is not registering like it did yesterday, so I'm kind of worried. Maybe it's from unplugging it and plugging it back in, or being
I
unplugged.
think so.
Yeah.
I really think so.
So I'll go in and check my settings before I switch over to Twitch.
Yep. Huh?
What's the matter? Oops. Nope. Oops. Gosh darn it, I'm just trying to get this composition proper, but I guess I'll do that with cropping. Anyway, so file save. Get rid of that guy.
Huh.
Let me see.
This ain't good.
What's the matter?
Trying to track and trace my package, but
Is it being a joik?
yeah. For some reason I can't log in.
What's happening here? Oh, Photoshop has frozen.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Certainly won't be the last time. At least my whole computer didn't froze. Just Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
The good old task manager.
At least it's not a blue screen.
Yeah, that I'll be thankful for. Said that it had an error while trying to export. I am not surprised.
Hang on. Got a call.
Go ahead. So it must be like that export as function. So we'll just try to save it as instead of export as. Almost did it again. PNG. Composition ready for cropping. X out of that. Open. Composition ready for cropping. And my cropping tool. Let's see here. I definitely want at least this in here. So we'll start here. And I want a little bit more in the front, a little less on the side. Oh, it looks way better at 100%. Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
So this is the line art at 100%, and it looks really clean, and I'm pretty happy about it. It doesn't look like brushed out, you know what I mean? Zoom out though. This is my the composition as I'm going to paint it.
Yeah, it looks cleaner.
I'm excited.
Much cleaner.
So yeah, it's already saved. Excellent.
Yeah.
Bam! That pippy
Yeah.
is done. I'm like sad about the ceiling. I think I'll crop off a little bit more of the ceiling because it's not really an interest point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe here. I like how in Photoshop they give you the rule of thirds grid when you're cropping something, so you can keep in mind composition. It's a nice feature.
Where?
Hold on, let me see. Control Z, and I'll do it again. So when you go into crop it,
Oh, there. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it gives you the rule of thirds grid already.
That is cool.
And I'm glad I did all that line art. That's not going to be in there eventually. It's great, but hey, that's art.
Mm-hmm.
DInsoaur Tea Party line art. Bam. Locking that in. Whoop, whoop. All right. 5 million years later. And now I'm going to switch over to Twitch, I suppose. Save changes. No. Okay.
Yeah, the stream is still 20 seconds behind.
crazy. Let's see here. Folder. Finished line art. So I can like resort all this stuff to something that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I have GIMP files and Illustrator files and blah. I need to clean all this up. These little pretty caricatures he did for me, I think I'm gonna send them as my Facebook profile in a couple of different like programs because they're so cute.
Which ones?
The caricatures he did of me. This one. Oops. This one and that one. I'll let it catch up.
Hang on, 20 seconds.
I know, right? Jesus Christ. What's Jesus got to do with it? Everything. Oh my goodness. What happened? Wow, still, really? Damn.
Those ones, yeah.
Jesus H. That long.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting these out of the way so I have a clean folder. Okay, I feel better. Alright, so now I can either work on the fan art for my little sister, or, because I think that would probably be better to do in my sketchbook and then scan in, to tell you the truth. So, maybe I will get on Twitch and do that Secret Sin tutorial on cell shading. I don't know. Twitch is such a noisier forum. One of my favorite artists did a tutorial in the style of shading that I like to do, and so I'm interested to see like his points and stuff on it.
Yep.
But I don't know. Twitch is like so what's the word I'm looking for? Noisy as a forum.
It is.
So I don't know if I'll be able to concentrate, or if I even should be doing something that I need to concentrate like that on it. So maybe I'll just do it here really quick. Maybe on like a test piece or something. Let's see what I got. My test pieces. Yeah, we'll use Arthur in this not so great. I know I have something from him. Yeah, we'll do this one. Open it with Illustrator, and save it as a PNG, then open it in Photoshop, and blah blah blah. I'll stop doing that out loud. One day. Oh no, this isn't the one I wanted. Oops. Please be the one I wanted. I need to heat up my coffee. My brain's not working at 100%.
I hate how you don't get a small thumbnail of the picture.
Right? My God. That's not just me. Would that be reasonable? Yes, this is the one I'll do. And for some reason, because I have so many programs open, it doesn't want to export, so I have to save as, which I think I'm losing some compression, but I don't know. Nope. Not what I wanted. What I wanted. There we go. What? Yeah, sure. Whatever. I hope that's right. So professional. Yeah, shit. Just click it. Fuck it. Like, whatever you want to do. And Illustrator, you obviously know much more about it than I do. Like, I hope you're right. whatever you are, Illustrator. Um, is that right? Oh, okay. A second ago, it said like 19 people were watching this on YouTube, and I got frightened like so badly. I was just like,
Yeah.
what? Like the views might not be live like in Twitch, but they are so much like faster and more frequent on these other websites.
They are.
Okay. Num 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 num. Photoshop, Photoshop, Photoshop. Nope, nope, nope.
But who wouldn't really want to see Dino Lady? Come on.
I'm a work of modern art.
Yeah, yeah.
And tell me that I can't open up PDF files in Photoshop, and I will just head explode right here, right now. Like,
You should be able to.
I know, right? And it didn't even
Yep.
give me the option. Open. Why did it do that? There was a neighbor down the street. Her name's Darlene, and she passed a couple years back, and she left us this like antique phone, like like a rotary phone, but it has like gold edging and like a relief sort of amulet thingy in the center and all this kind of stuff. It's really cool looking. And yeah, it's in my mom's room now. And I like it because you can hang up on somebody without even picking up the phone. You just like reach in there and you just click, click. It's great.
Mhm.
I love it. You can tell how much I answer the phone, right? Here. Yay. Okay, we're in the biz.
Not on stream.
I'm not on stream.
Not yet.
Let me see
Takes a
where it's
while.
at. Oh, just me sitting there babbling. Fantastic. Okay. That's cool. Who cares? Not this guy. This guy needs more coffee to care. And maybe I want to lock layer transparency. I don't know at this point. I know.
Yeah.
God damn it. Fucking Jehovah's Witnesses at the door. Oh. You think I'm kidding right now? They just came in here to be like, don't answer the goddamn door. They're on the porch. Just wait. Just lay low. Because when they find out that like we're related to like the lady at the Kingdom Hall, they always want to like come and say, "Oh, can we have a cup of tea?" No, fuck you. Leave off my porch. We can have a boomstick in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's terrible, and if there's any Jehovah's Witnesses watching, fuck you. You're a cult. Get off my channel. All right. So let's see if I can run a YouTube tutorial at the same time without crashing my computer.
Well, that might be ambitious.
I know, right? Maybe I should pause streaming
Yeah.
and do playing around on Twitch later. I don't know. I'm gonna do this on my own time. Okay, so if there's anybody watching, thank you so much for sticking it out. I know I babble a lot, and Eric tries to push us along into a more focused direction, but can't just rein in a wild cowgirl like myself from time to time. So, see you later, guys. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning. No excuses. 16 views.
That's amazing.
I know, right? Who are you telling? Oh, I'm still streaming to YouTube. Oops. Hold on one second.